Hello gamers, I am centaurianmudpig. Welcome along to AotSE Singularity Escalation. In this match we have GGTheMachine versus CrashOverride. GG is Substrate and so is CrashOverride. I believe this map is Atwater, one of the larger maps, and also one of the campaign maps within Genesis. Interesting that it's got a little area here with resources to collect, but then we've also got our 6 Turinium generators spread out around each particular corner. So this map is pretty packed with lots of stuff. Yes. I'll just speed it up to 2 speed, as 1 speed is a bit too much, and 40 minutes of narration would be way too much for the likes of me. So really, strategies to use on here would be to try and get the Turinium generators in your corners and possibly try and hold the center region as well, but it is an awful lot. So you might want to just sacrifice going for the middle and just go and get the 4 generators in the corners and maybe even just take pot shots at others. It is a good map where you can take resources from other players. As we look at these 2 nodes, pretty good. If you can capture them, you can cut all those resources off in the area. So just getting brutes out, we're expanding as fast as we can. Martyrs are good for the first maybe 5 minutes to capture power generators on their own in a group of 3. Not much more beyond that, to be honest. And engineers going forth and also capturing our resources in there, pushing really forward. A good tactic to avoid getting cut off here by any orbital would be just to put like 2 turrets down and just to ward off any ground turrets going in there. GGTheMachine sending off his scouts to go in just to get an idea of what the enemy is doing, and CrashOverride also doing that same. I mean, this is like the game where you do want to have good recon so you can see what to anticipate from your opponents and potentially what you should be building as a result. So we've got some fighters coming out there and with some anticipation of perhaps Punishers. Always a good start to go with anti-air, just in case your opponent is already building air, then you can just control the skies that little bit better. So no encounters just yet. Coming up at the middle. Both players are going on a northern generator, or perhaps even the corner generators. Got some units going in there, kind of pointless at the moment, but a good way for scouting, I suppose. See if we've got CrashOverride getting his first Avery up and also producing his own fighters as well. And GG will have a bit more advantage since he's got his Avery up and going. You see he's already got 3 groups of fighters already going. He's just constantly scouting this area, anti-air up there, forcing his units away. So we have some good recon and going and capturing the first Turinium generator. It is a bit of awkward, this map, just given the distance of how things are far away. It seems like he's got this force, yeah. Thought that we might have been sacrificing capturing that, but no, moving on, I'd expect. that force to go capture this Tyrannium generator in the corner. Oh, he's actually got Drone Hive there. It's very good. Drone Hive shouldn't have any problems capturing that. We've got our generator captured over there. And tube forces building up in the middle. Both equally on terms of military strength. I'm estimating it does include economy, but given how both players are pretty much got equal map control, I've got to say it's pretty similar. Going for amplifiers and increase our economy now. We've got a couple down there. I'd expect GG also have that down. He has it done on his radioactive metal, that is. Can't see today. And also going straight for advanced assembly, so he can start producing some dreadnoughts. But currently radioactive's really against him, so really wants to be getting down. Going for more amplifying on his metal. I would have prioritized radioactives at this point, but he's a good player. He knows what he's doing. So it looks like these have been skirmishing. Took some more fire somewhere. CrashOverride just sitting in the middle, getting some destructors in there. Start taking down defenses from a good distance. Made a mistake of sending him in a bit too far. And potentially going to get wiped out. At least one of them by this drone MRV. More scouts going in. GG recapturing territory lost by the looks of it. And also pushing forward on another area, taking down the extractors on radioactive deposits. Really helps. I find using units really does help for that. But both players are just focusing on fighters, which are only good for anti-air, so are practically useless at this point unless one of them actually decide to build some Punishers or air rampages. GG pushing up there with his own artillery, taking down those static defences from a distance. And CrashOverride pushing in there, but those forces are going to be quickly wiped out. Mostly frigates there. You see, he's already pushed back. Wise decision, bring them back. They weren't going to survive. Nothing else really going on in southern areas. Still not caught any resources down there. He's leaving himself open to lose some resources if you get cut off. In fact, both players are. And we've got the Dreadnought coming out now. Yeah, I think that's Savager. Good anti-Dreadnought unit is coming out this way, and CrashOverride just, yeah, also, yeah, but gone for the Overmind for some shield support. They all want to be pumping something stronger out than that. Well, Savager at least to complement the two together, and we're going in. GG has already upgraded to Masochists. Very good at taking care of frigates and made quick work of CrashOverrides. Light forces there. Crash really does now want to start producing more stronger units. Heavy reliance on frigates and not really taking advantage of it. If he uses frigates, fast force frigates, he could be capturing all this territory over here. Checking economy, both people have good management, CrashOverride is floating a bit too much on these resources, slightly going down. But GG is seizing advantage now. He's pushing forward. Those martyrs just making quick work. And it seems Crash probably hasn't noticed that. He'll have his factory set up as a queue there, so all these units are just lambs to the slaughter, just moving on there, especially with his harvesters as well, which is now pulled back, but yeah, it's still not noticed. All these frigates getting lost. I was interested to see what this overmind can do. I would say pretty much nothing. Oh, but GG has pulled back. Interesting. The masochists are very good at taking out drones, which I've noticed in a scenario. So interesting that he's gone and pulled his forces back. He potentially could have had control over the overmind's drones, but he was worried that otherwise they'd probably wipe his units out effectively. Pushing up in the northern area, though, it seems that CrashOverride has rerouted any forces down there in the area. Not much longer. 25% more left to go for his Savager, and we'll also get another Savager going up there, being boosted by engineers, it appears. But yeah, we've got amplifiers down over here. GG still not really put any effort on there. Lots of engineers here for some reason. But losing up on these areas. He's failed to amplify his other resources. As we can see, that's going to hurt GG now. Only an income of 21. And CrashOverride is doubled. If GG wants to pull back, he really does want to start capping down those radioactives and amplifying them. The substrate, we do have the ability to boost. I believe it's not boost. I really need to remember the name on it, but basically it just gives a quick one-time massive surge to an income on a power generator when active. He's pulling his forces back again, but we do. Oh, it's not a Scavenger, it's a Retributor. Retributor's very good area of effect weapons. Okay, these forces should now go and commit in there. We've also got our Eradicators, heavy tank units. It's going to make quick work, yes. Down goes the Overmind. We've got a Savager. He's made the right choice to pull that back. Oh, but we have got some Punishers coming in there, but they've been pushed off by fighters, but even the fighters are getting picked off by anti-air defenses, but they are keeping these Punishers away. But the Retributor isn't entirely disarmed. It does have some anti-air abilities. Oh, what did we just miss there? Perhaps that was the Savager that we just saw explode. Not seeing there. Down goes an orbital. The GG's disbanding his army, quickly getting out there. All but a few units. Oh, wow. More units than I expected to get wiped out there. That was a very good orbital crash down there. Yes, Crash wanting to keep his Retributor also away from these units. We also seem to have a drone swarm go down there, which are also good for anti-air. And we've also got some stuff going on there. GG going down for the orbital attacks on here. Is he going to be able to use it? No, it seems that GG has gone and stuck an orbital blocker on this area. As you can see, there's a lot of radius, giving him enough time to build another quantum jammer. Having a couple around his base would be more helpful, though, in such a situation in of itself. Same goes for Crash. It's always good to have at least maybe two orbital nullifiers around just in case that first one goes. But quick response for GG there. More air attacks coming in, but fighters are going to clear that up. They're going to be gone very quick, and it's looking, I'm going to say, fairly quiet. Both have taken some good casualties around here. It seems like this is overinflated, perhaps with all these engineers built, and also we've got quite good defenses in there. So a little bit of a misleading score, to be honest, at this point. But these units bringing in all these eradicators against frigates. If CrashOverride had committed these forces, well, actually, just a lot of martyrs there. He's literally gone martyrs and the sky cleansers. So no, what they called, yeah, reapers. So a good group of reapers would easily wipe this clean, along with this army. And it looks like GG is winning this on Tyrannium as it is. So CrashOverride really does want to start pushing back and grabbing those Tyrannium generators, going in the north, but going to be struggling to capture down in the south. Building the wrong type of turrets, really. Really wants a drone MRV if he wanted to snipe stuff from the distance, but he is getting them with just moments to spare. Literally moments. Very close, like literally maybe a minute or two. But CrashOverride manages to get that. Well, it seems defeat is more likely now going to be based on either GG capturing the Tyrannium generators or an enemy nexus being sniped, potentially by some air units. And given what we are seeing, it does not seem that an air snipe is going to be a possibility at all. So GG sending his units up north, potentially to reinforce and capture that Tyrannium generator. Crash just sitting around. We've got some scouts going around as well, committing some forces in there. Really, all this still wide open down here. Oh, yes, we've got a Savager down here. That will help recapture this Tyrannium generator, bringing it back to equals. And then if he can just capture this one up here, GG will have the area, or have the Tyrannium advantage once again and quickly win the match. More dreadnoughts getting cold. Yeah, I think Crash really needs a bit more on the attack. Well, we did have some attacks on here, maybe having some armories. So we've got some more forward bases just to take advantage of going down the sides while we can, just like how the machine has done over here. Here we go. He's coming to capture this Tyrannium generator. It is equal. This is where all the action is going to be. It isn't going to be anywhere else now. Just moments to go. We've got some. There, he's trying to capture it, but no. Here comes the wipes out whatever Crash had in the air there, and these eradicators going to seal the deal. Down goes the drone swarm. That'll be Crashes trying to take control of it. GG has almost momentarily, but it just completely slipped. Oh, actually, eradicators. There we go. They have secondary weapons. So I thought they were completely ineffective against frigates, but now they're not. Quite useful then. Eradicators, anti-frigate technology. GG grabs the Tyrannium generator, and game over, and good game. So, we've got something down there. It seems that, yeah, CrashOverride was going for one last ditch push, but left it a little bit too late. Potentially could snipe the Nexus there. But yeah, just left it late by a few minutes. And GGTheMachine wins the match. So we'll have a look at power, fairly equal, and then big drop here on GG, potentially on the orbital strike. Can't really particularly tell on that. But other than that, he recovered quite quickly there. And looking on radioactive income, there we go. Good old power spike, help him with his resource income. And that's that. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more Ashes content and other videos as well. Until next time, centaurianmudpig is saying bye for now. Right, so unfortunately we couldn't watch the full replay of that. However, I can report that Barnson managed to turn it around and he was victorious for this match.